Yo, sup dudes, Dinochef here again. Don't mind the 1080 Ti though, that's what the game does. It still works though. Topic today, while doing live gameplay, is my experience, gaming experience this time, using HEDT PCs. My gaming experience. Cause this is a topic that I wanted to do a video about for quite some time now, but I wasn't sure yet. I did an upgrade recently to a newer X299 chip. Now a lot of you guys were like, "Oh, this is old, but it's old," or people might not know and think this is old shit. Yeah, old shit ish. I mean, 10th gen is old too. Yeah. But using HDEDT was a wild experience, guys. Let's get the audio bit more lower. Now, using HEDT was an experience of. Oh my god, yeah, that sucks, that weapon. Was an experience of I'm using a CPU that is a workstation CPU for gaming, because it's a dual purpose machine. Come on, die! Dude, this can be annoying, but it's the best. I'm loving Blueprint here. But trying to do both talk and game is not easy for me. When I first started with the 2600K that I had as a second PC, and my main machine was a 5700G with 32 gigs, 1080 Ti and all that. But I bought that to replace my 2600K i7. Yeah, that was old, you can tell already. 4 cores, 8 threads from 2011. Goodness, fantastic CPU, it lasted a long while. But the times were also there where shit lasted a long time, unlike today. It was a good CPU, but I needed a little bit more because my workflow shifted a little bit. I did a lot of things on my second PC in my bed as well, which I like too, but I didn't do that on the main machine, so the second PC had to be good as well. Looking up on Reddit, forums, YouTube even, doing the general shit that a lot of you guys do too, when you guys want to know about CPUs and stuff. And I approached it like this. Okay, it turned out to be a 2700X-ish performance. Said, yeah, that would be good. Still a huge upgrade from a 2600K, no doubt. Would be nice, 32 gigs of RAM, holy shit. But no, it turned out to be better. The first game I played was exactly this, Vanguard. I've played for quite some time. And same settings, same GPU, basically CPU and RAM and board was different. I almost cried. Shit was like insanely smooth, while being not faster but smoother, and I actually could hit somebody, especially with single shot weapons like pistols. Fuck. And then I got the 5700G as my second PC for a while. Gave it away to a friend of mine, and after that I said, okay, let's and he gave me the 2600X, and that is what I used for a while till a friend helped me out. And which I didn't believe at first, and he didn't like the situation of my PC, but I'm not rich, so I never was, but in comparison to now in 2012 or so, I was rich in comparison. Like I hadn't money issues, something like this wouldn't bother, and he upgraded me to a 10940X, new board, 256 gigs of RAM. Yes, you can shake your heads, guys. This is a workstation primarily, doing video editing, nothing more basically, just video editing, and yeah, lots of thousands of tabs and research, helping people out. Sometimes I even have 2 instances of Chrome open with different kinds of tabs in terms of different PCs for people that I could recommend, or it's a back and forth, and I need to be this open. I don't turn off my PC either. What I did last week could be something that's still in my RAM. And if I was drunk, I could see what I did that day. Because I have so much RAM, I wouldn't even notice. Never close anything, and having a bit more future proof. So yeah, you can shake your heads if you like to. 256 gigs of RAM. I feel like I can have my feet on the table and go like, I don't have to care. Which the 7820, that shit gave me that. Even though it was both like the 57G, 8 core, 16 threads. But the quad channel was amazing. The general stability, the cache was nice. The ultra low latency, that's the one thing. Those systems have an intensely low latency, as if there would be gaming chips. You don't know it's not a gaming chip. You will never experience that. Because it isn't, feeling wise. It is, but sure it is. X299 is a workstation platform. But you guys might know that as well. But they game so well that you might as well game on them as well. Because they don't suck. Unlike a lot of mainstream parts now. Come on. 3 points? Yes. They suck a lot of the time. And yeah, a lot of back and forth, a lot of testing, but I didn't do benchmarks to see the difference. I didn't do that. It was blatantly obvious. Even though it's an older chip with lower single count and everything basically, but it was a beast having AVX 512 and the quad channel. It changed a lot though. And the ultra low latency, oh my goodness. Better latency than on most Ryzen chips. For a processor that didn't need a crazy low latency, why would it? By the way, I'm playing at the 1080 Ti. Back then, with the 57G, the lanes were so terribly changed that it gave me even 8 lanes. So I had it run at 4x, now on 8x. It almost feels like I'm playing with the 3070. Even though I'm not. I still suck, but sucking at this game makes more fun now. No, but I'm also trying to do this live for you guys, so which I never do. Well, I don't have scripts either, so oh yeah. No, HEDT was ahead of its time, guys. And considering how cheap it is in comparison, you don't want a Ryzen system. I don't recommend it. If people want DDR5 speeds on it cheap, go for that's the whole point of having quad channel as a normal person. Having the next generation, reach the next generation without it even there yet. And which it did. DDR3 quad channel on X79 did the same. On the 3960X, 4960X or something. They topped out on 6 cores back in 2011. But it was so much more expensive that it didn't make sense. Versus, and gaming wise the worse too, because back then games ran like preferred single core more than they do now. It's not that I say it becomes trivial. I mean, the differences become trivial at some point, but this is awfully smooth, guys. Even with a 1080 Ti on a system like this. The 1080 Ti is the weakest point now. It's at 47%, and the 3070 even gets used now with 40%. FPS, I don't know, 180, 200 or so. No, but it's nice. The OBS doesn't feel like that. Hopefully it's 60 though. I suck so much at this game. Now video editing was way smoother actually. In stuff like DaVinci Resolve, shit in the timeline went smoother than on the 57G and P450 and crap like that. I also had 64 gigs of RAM right away, which makes video editing a whole lot better and easier at least, like nicer to use. You deserve better than a stuttery loady mess. Come on, bro. For 10940, I feel I shouldn't be even playing this game anymore. The 10940X should play it for me. Yeah, this never stutters. Even the 7820X had some stutters. This one doesn't at all. It doesn't stutter at all. Even with the card running at 8x and even a slower card than I'm used to. A lot of shit that's some sort of a proof that more cores do help. More than they ever have. And it's awesome, no matter which platform you go to at the end of the day. But I love X299, I love being flexible, tons of RAM. If I run out of GPU power, I have a feature. I mean, I have to research. You can probably put it in the comments. I don't know what the name is. Oh, hold on. Let me see real quick. Let's see. Okay, manage 3D, I think. It says it right there. Yeah. Cuda system fallback policy. Prefer system fallback. Cuda may allow allocations made in the GPU memory to fall back to system memory RAM in certain situations to comply with the Windows driver display driver model WDDM. For instance, if GPU memory is full, that's the important part. If GPU memory is full, Cuda will allow allocations fall back to system memory, allow programs to continue without an out of memory error at the performance cost of using slower memory. But we're using quad channel RAM and 256 gigs of it. It's so dope. I mean, it has nothing to do with gaming right now, but it falls into that category if I have to talk about it, since it's kind of important. Now, come on. And that I have to get better at it, this is important as well. I haven't played this in a while. No, I'm usually pretty good at this, since the new CPU at least. Crossfire. Fuck! Even though this can slightly apply to games, if I run out of VRAM, I mean, it's still gonna be slower. You guys know that using RAM as GPU RAM is way slower. You notice the difference. But with quad channel, it's way less shit, I guess. It's still sorta shit, since you got less, but it will not crap out on you, which the game remains stable even though worse performance. I'd rather take that than a simple crash or whatever, or a huge stuttering mess, which wouldn't be. That's also why X299 would be a good choice to actually experience that for once. Those are sort of few little reasons why I'm using this platform, even though I come too late, but this was also a matter of waiting before it comes cheap enough. But yeah, X299, in 2017 nobody needed a 7820X, even though it took maybe a year before you would notice a bit of a difference versus an 8-core, 4-core, even though if the FPS is the same. And guys, that's most important. Give a crap. Start to not give a crap about FPS, guys. If the game is not smooth, no matter which FPS it says, that doesn't matter. FPS isn't the be and end all. And if you think it is, then continue lying to yourself, basically. I would not lie to myself. I like having a lot of RAM, a lot of cores. You can turn down resolution, guys, or if you GPU limited. Which a lot of guys today playing newer games are more CPU limited than they think. Even with an older GPU that would get boosted if you get a new GPU. Come on. Come on, I'm so sucking at this shit. Come on. Let's camp for a second. Yeah, boy. Okay, next one. Yeah. Now I'm starting to get somewhere. I gotta find the right moment to react. And with that CPU, it's easy as. Don't need a 5800 crappy AX, man. You know why? Because I'm using a 1080 Ti or 3070. They're way less too powerful. Too underpowered for the 3D to shine. Especially because I'm playing at 2K. And right at that, you know what happens if you play 1440p on a 5800X? No matter which graphics card? It performs exactly the same as a 5800X would be, or a 7800X non-3D. Because it only shines in full HD. Why I need this shit? Full HD, guys. Okay, if you're a pro gamer and what, I get that. And that's what I would recommend. But then that's only the thing what you do, playing Call of Duty on a 5800X, and that's what all the PC does. And then a 4090 is still sort of wasted, but it needs a 4090 to shine. So, yeah. And people don't... As soon as I personally get a 4090, the problem is that I need to have a better CPU, a 7950X. If I don't have that, yeah, well, you turn the 4090 into a 4060 basically, because the CPU wouldn't do much more than that, no matter how fast it is, guys. Has to have features and reliability as well to perform good, even in games these days. Games are more of a become of a more serious task than they used to be like 5-6 years ago. Yeah, the games you play today and the games you played in 5 years ago aren't the same. That's why a 1080 Ti starts to fall apart really quickly now. Even though I can still recommend it, because it feels good. Cheap GPU nowadays, exceptionally well. Really good deal still. The 1080 Ti for 1080p, 144 even. No problem. 1440p, 60. Yeah, sure. The 1080 Ti still does this, but it falls apart there. Obviously, it's the core, not the 11 gigs. The 11 gigs are super. They are nice. They're But that's when you didn't call them Ingredia. And actually, that applies now, but back then. Loving it. Playing Vanguard now, like, I sorta had to. Which ran pretty darn nice on the 7820. But it's noticeable that the 10940 is quite a bit better here. So, it never stutters, even with the 1080 Ti running 8x and like all that shit and crappy settings, and the CPU just presses through it, no matter what. Which the others didn't do. The 7820X but barely had any issues running this game. With the 3070, no hiccups at all. It's like, oh. But yeah, if you wanna shoot and stuff, you notice it. It's not faster really, and maybe it is because it's GPU stutters less. So actually, the 7820 in games like this was bottlenecking the 3070 a bit, because the 3070 is now a better 2080 Ti, even with less VRAM, because the better DLSS and stuff. Even though if you guys have a 2080 Ti, stay with it a little longer. You can live with that, honestly. And if you put that into an X299 machine, oh my god, you're in for a ride. You don't need any trucks. That's your truck. And with the 10940 now, for me, that's my jam. Even if it's older. Who cares how old the shit is if it does what you need it to be? And it's secure at least too. You don't want it to be totally insecure, like lacking behind several years of BIOS updates. Yeah, you don't want that, obviously. My 7820X has a BIOS update of 2023, September even, so yeah. With that old chip, so yeah, okay, you paid a lot for that, so that means you get support with it. The more you spend, the more you get. At least that's how it should be. Was with Asus back then, but now they're scummy heads, as usual. I like the 70, the X670E crosshair, but it had too many issues for me. Now I would definitely buy it, but back then, that's if you have problems with it, Asus is gonna try to screw with you, which they shouldn't. My PC is currently a little bit louder than last time because of new fans I got as well. Not just motherboard, RAM, and CPU, but also new fans. I didn't get a new GPU though, but honestly, that's fine. I didn't ask for a GPU. He was actually almost sad telling me that, in a sad sense. Sadly, I can't update your GPU though. Yeah, he spent a lot of money for that, so better be fucking happy. The 3070 is not a problem since the main focus isn't gaming. But even if you would, it would still play amazing. But you would have all this extra stuff that you wouldn't need. So if you guys want to do video editing too and enjoy it and actually wanna perform something, or you at least way better video editor than me, the PC is not the problem here, it's just me, then I would consider X stuff for yourself as well. X99 and stuff. 299, sorry. X99 I would argue is too old now. Too old. It might die on you, bro, before it ends with life. One second. Doing well here now. Now I've played with a ton of Ryzen CPUs. I've tested them as well. 5800 X3D and stuff. I had put my hands down a keyboard with systems like this for a while. And they never blew me away as much as X299 with the 7820 did. Cause frankly, that shit with the 7820 card, if you really wanna, sorry, I had a crash, a hard shutdown, and a shot back again. Like it turned on back again. I thought I would record this because it's weird. Yeah, the 750 watts doesn't do for me well. If I go the shader compiling, it's 100 watts now on the CPU. Spikes to 250, at 150 now, 226. Yeah, it's almost packed, the CPU. It goes fast though. I waited like half a cigarette to complete. And I haven't even rolled one, but before I did this, now I turned off the 1080 Ti because it was using it along with the 3070. It was really weird. So the 700 watt power supply is not fine enough. So that's probably why it shut off on me. So that was pretty fun. Sadly, this will translate into an edited video, which I didn't want to see. And they had the 3070 there. I could select it with the 1080 Ti, but it wouldn't let me. It would restart. Crappy made this game. Technically, it runs super, but the flipping menu button doesn't work. So I have to turn off the 3070 in the driver. So the 1080 Ti. Maybe it works now. Got heart rate info 64 now. Running it in the background on a different monitor. Here you can see it. It's way too small for you guys to see, but yeah, there's all the cores. The red one is at 97C. That was for the hardest it can't get. That's fine if one does that. They're built to last, by the way. I should, yeah, I gotta do like this since, yeah, turn it off in here. Device manager, right click, disable. Where's hardware info? There. Okay, let's let this run at the other monitor and look at the, yeah. Okay, 120. We have an awful field of view for some reason. Oh, now it works. Oh crap. Yeah, 130 watts. I didn't look at the 3070 though, but this should be enough now. If the CPU has like sort of transient spikes like the 3090 has, then this would be amazingly horrible, because then it would probably need a 1600 watt, which would not be nice though, I tell you what. But that is sort of the downsides you can get on systems like this. Before it never shut off on me due to a high power draw, but yeah, 700 watts is not enough. I get 1000 minimum, and if that doesn't work, well, 1600 watts, because 1200. Who cares at this point? At the cost of these. But yeah, if it's on sale, 1200, I will definitely get first. Yeah, it's so silky smooth, guys. My video is not, I don't know why that is, but hopefully you're happy with what you see. I don't do this too often, so not everything is it. But the game is triple the smoothness, as you can see it. Running at maybe 1% lows is 100 FPS. So no wonder I see it never stutter on me. But yeah, 140 watts on the CPU. It saved the other recording though. Could save it. Oh, now I gotta snipe me again. Sucks. This turned out to be a gameplay, huh? Well, yes, I like this the most about this game. I don't play this game that much anymore, but unlike Modern Warfare 2, Cold War, but this one I play solely the gun game mode, because it's the best in the series in terms of weapons, maps and stuff. To me, they fucked it up in Modern Warfare 3 and 2. They fucked it up in both of these games, and even in Black Ops sorta. But this is fine here. This is really the only part where the game shines somewhat. Not with V in it, and of course, but it does. Yeah, I gotta get someone that's still not in movement. Nice. Because that's not me. Guys, see how I aim still? Yeah, that's possible on this CPU. Man. Not on the 57G, bro. I'm probably not less smoother than a 5800 X2D, 7800 X2D, trust me. I've played with them. 135 watts while recording, so we might be down to the second GPU. Both GPUs working like at 200 watts. That's probably why. PL power limit is static, it's 500 watts. And the 2 is still. Current TDP level, it doesn't tell me. CTDP level, it doesn't tell me. The MOSFETs are at 61 degrees. That's another thing that people were concerned about, the X299 VRM problem, which is, yeah, 50% true at the beginning. It was on Cable Lake boards that you should never use. I never bought a Cable Lake X chip to begin with. It didn't make sense. Yeah, sucks. So, if I check now, yeah, we do just the last one. Alright. Then I need to cut this video together. Unfortunately, this wouldn't take long. Why wouldn't it take long? Because this is a serious fucking fast ass machine. Having more RAM than my whole street would have combined, probably. This is no joke, guys. I didn't show you yet. There. Hopefully you guys can see it. Yeah, you could. So it's a 3070, not even fully loaded because Call of Duty doesn't do that. Now we don't need more, but it's cached, guys. So 24% usage. I love it. That's how it needs to be, guys. It'll look cool though. I think I have to go back down. There's one. Come on, come here. Ah, I didn't know that this is war. Gosh, just those speeches. Nobody needs them. Oh no, a rifle. Sniper rifle. I hate it. To the bottom of my heart, I don't know why people like this so much, but maybe it's just me. I suck at this no matter what system you put in front of me. I might not be bad otherwise, but this one, yeah, with this I suck. If I can't like ta 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 ta. Here, see. At least I got one. Ooh. Okay. I see. I can do this all day, man. This doesn't look as smooth as because of the recording, but man, is it though. Oh, wow. What the f— yeah, crossfire. Oh, crap. Yeah, this is sort of a 1040X test, gameplay and stuff, on the wrong game. I know, I've got Modern Warfare 3, but I wanted to play this, so. Because I like the mode there. I mostly usually play it, and I don't play a lot, I play this. And honestly, the 78-1X didn't do a bad job, it did a wonderful job. But this one does it even more better. It's hard to imagine, but it does. While consuming barely more watts, if at all. Probably even less than the other one, because the other one was Skylake X and much more inefficient. At least again, 2017, bro. Shit changed in 6 years, obviously. Oh, God. No, that sucks. That sucks. Sucks ass. Couldn't even get that guy. Yeah. Okay, guys. Hope you find this a bit interesting, a bit fun as well. I will do those in the future. It is sort of different than showing you a benchmark and charts and crap like that. Because that's not the reality. That is a fully fully loaded machine. Not clean install or whatever like that, because it will never be. And it's a work machine. It's not a gaming machine, but still plays like as it would be a gaming PC. Like as a bonus added on. So that's crazy. Yeah. Hopefully like this video, subscribe, comment. Hopefully at least comment, guys. And see you next time. Peace out. You're Jonas Scheppinger.